I don't know whose fault that screen pass was. Oh, that was terrible. Oh no. The number one, not top 10. Oh no. Oh no. The own goal is the worst. There you go. Want me to go ahead and give y'all the radio sound now.
For the Eagles. After the game, Brady asked about the thumb.
It's football season, so just here to play football. I feel great. I really do.
Elsewhere, Christian McCaffrey is trending in the wrong direction ahead of Sunday's game versus the Vikings. After being limited in practice on Wednesday, McCaffrey did not practice Thursday. This due to a hamstring injury that has kept him out since week 3. Tyreek Hill also unable to practice as he nurses a quad contusion. That's back-to-back practices missed for Hill. Check out NFL.com for the latest on his status for Sunday. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Napa know-how.
At Napa, buy a 5-quart jug of Mobil 1 motor oil and save $10 on a pair of wiper blades. It's the perfect autumn deal. Mobil 1 for colder weather, new wipers for the rain, and an extra $10 to buy Halloween candy you'll most likely eat yourself. We're not judging. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating locations, does not include taxes and fees. Advertised sale price not available in some states. Ends 10/31/21.
Get stylish, durable flooring for your home that will last a lifetime. And get it installed with help from Lowe's. Get Stainmaster Pet Protect carpet starting at just $199 per square foot. And Pergo Wet Protect laminate starting at $249 per square foot. Both with limited lifetime warranties. Order now, only at Lowe's. Home to any budget, home to any possibility. Install available in-store only and through independent contractors. See Lowe's.com for details and licensing. U.S. only. See Lowe's.com product detail page for more warranty information.
The best patio in our area is at Union Restaurant and Game Yard, just across the walking bridge in Jeffersonville, Indiana. Union Restaurant and Game Yard is 4 seasons of food, drink, fun, and games for kids, adults, and dogs. Union Restaurant and Game Yard is a perfect place to watch games featuring fire pits, 4 separate bar areas, all types of innovative games to go along with a creative food and drink menu. Come on out to Union Restaurant and Game Yard just across the walking bridge in Jeffersonville, Indiana today.
With Spalding University's rolling admissions and 6-week block schedule, you can transfer anytime and begin classes year-round. Join us for our next session on campus or online. Apply now and receive automatic scholarship consideration at spalding.edu/apply.
What's up, Louisville? Marshawn Ford here. While preparing for the 2021 season, I came across something that helped me up my cooking game on campus. Not only is it the goodins, but it's all natural, low sodium, has no sugar, no chemicals, or preservatives. It's no secret that when you eat good, you feel good. Dan-O's seasoning has set me up for a damn good season. Yum, yum, get your some. Check them out at danosseasoning.com.
There are jewelry stores, and then there's Genesis Diamonds, the cutting-edge industry leader, the pioneer. It's no secret that jewelry stores across America watch what Genesis is doing. Genesis was the first to offer a free lifetime warranty, the first to offer a 110% diamond upgrade guarantee, the first to offer aggressive long-term zero-interest financing. And Genesis is always on the cutting edge in design and fashion. The styles other jewelers say are new and exciting were new and exciting for us 4 years ago. Genesis has the fashion-forward brands other stores aren't even allowed to carry. It's no wonder you see jewelers from other cities coming to Genesis to see what we're all about, and even buy their wives' jewelry from us. For selection, quality, service, warranties, and guarantees, Genesis leads. Others follow. So for diamonds, engagement rings, exclusive designer jewelry for any occasion, don't compromise. Come to the jeweler that sets the industry standard year after year. Genesis Diamonds and pre-owned Rolexes in Louisville on Shelbyville Road.
Just because summer is behind us doesn't mean there aren't some really hot days ahead. So if your AC isn't ready for these hot fall days, then call DFH Company today at 968-6222. Right now from DFH Company, when you buy a qualifying Train HVAC system, receive 18-month special financing. It's hard to stop a train, so call DFH 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
It's the NFL on Sports USA, and we're a mile high in Denver as the Las Vegas Raiders come to town and try to tame the Broncos. Denver has Von Miller on D, grabbing sacks, and leading the offense downfield is Bridgewater and Gordon.
Hand off to Gordon up the middle. He plunges into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
The Raiders bring a slew of talent like Carr, Waller, and cutting it up in the backfield is Peyton Barber. It's the Raiders at the Broncos, this Sunday on Sports USA.
We'll join in progress Sunday after Ravens Chargers on 93.9 The Ville.
This is Lamar Jackson, and you're listening to the home of the Ravens in Louisville, 93.9 The Ville.
Do you have back pain? Court Physical Therapists are the experts in treating back pain, and physical therapy is the best and first choice for treatment. It can be more effective than surgical options, plus it's non-invasive. Court therapists work one-on-one with patients to create a customized treatment plan and specific exercises to alleviate pain. Court is now offering 3 convenient care options: in-clinic, tele-rehab, and rehab at home. So schedule your appointment today at court.com. That's KORT.com.
Download the ESPN Louisville app. Search ESPN Louisville for streaming, podcasts, and the latest program schedule.
That's his game. They don't get back. Hayward's looking. Now look at this steal. Here's the steal. 3-on-1. Alley-oop. Oh, my goodness. Marcus Maven. And you certainly are in love with him here in Louisville. Marcus in the open floor. Hops incredible. Here comes Maven off the steal.
Get up, get up, get up, get up. Let's get ready for Marcus Maven. You're about midway to the midday with Marcus Maven. And you can call in, I lay back and just listen to Marcus Maven. So sit back and relax and watch Maven. Break it down like this.
Woo! Broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services studio. Time for Middays with Marcus Maven on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maven and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maven. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. And people, I thought I would forget how to even open a show. The clouds are opening and the weekend is opening up as well. Steve Rummage in the building, Nikki V in the booth.
You know, me and Nick, we had a fun couple days. It was a good time. We enjoyed our time together, and we had a good time. Like, it was fun.
Well, I had a good time away from y'all.
Well, good. I was like, yeah, look, I'm like, it's the 2 best shows we've had in a while. I don't know what.
Sometimes you got to get away from the kids. I understand.
Listen, and I don't take it personal. It was awesome.
No, it's fair. Listen, next Thursday and Friday, I'll be in Disney. So
fair enough.
Can get back at me.
I had the sneezes too. When was the last time you went on a sneezing spell, Steve?
It's been a while.
Me, like, what adult even sneezes like consistently? Like, who does that?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I literally like snuffs like, Steve, I can't come in. My sinuses are killing me.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Who sneezes, Steve?
I don't know.
Well,
I was like, I feel you, man.
And then I got my tires done. Thank goodness. Oh my God. Had I been in this weather with those Formula Ones that I had on my car.
Coming from Prospect this morning, there was like a stretch. It was the hardest rain I've ever seen in my life.
Did you almost pull over?
Oh my God.
Listen, it was so bad. It was so bad that you would have been in more danger by pulling over.
Oh yeah. And traffic wasn't good to me today either. Like I just like
were they just making moves around you that you didn't enjoy?
Yeah, and it was just, man, it just kept getting behind like some slow people, and I was like, oh, I was like, come on.
So it just didn't set you up the right way.
Now I had to take the baby, to Shepherdsville this morning, so I was like, I had to do that and then get back. It was a lot.
Yeah, like I said, I here's the thing. It was raining so bad, I didn't even care. Like, I was like, I'm glad I got new tires, but I don't even know if this was going to matter because it's raining so hard.
Yeah.
What difference if I can't see the road? But it looks like it's opening up a little bit, so that has put me in a better mood already. Bye week, Steve. You got through it.
Yeah. Well, it's different. It was a different bye week.
It's a different kind of bye week for you.
One, because we got red white game this weekend, so that's kind of gave everybody a
little reprieve,
a little taste there. It's like, all right, let's check this out. Also, it was a bye week that we talked about yesterday. Just it's kind of gave us a chance to kind of, okay, let's see what's going on here.
Is it a reevaluation or is it there's bye weeks of reflection and there's bye weeks of prediction. Like some bye weeks you say, okay, this is what we need, moving forward. Some are like, okay, what did we do here? And what, so you felt like it was more of a, we need to fix things moving forward, like a prediction bye week.
Oh, yeah. No, and I don't think, like I mentioned on the show yesterday, I don't think it was just for us either. I think the staff did that too. And, so we'll see what happens here going forward. But yeah, I mean, I think it was a week that kind of allowed us all to say, okay, what needs to, because I kept saying this yesterday, over the past 2 days, really, this has been my theme is we all just want the team to be good.
Right.
There's no sense in arguing.
You always have to repeat, like the years that we have been doing radio, Steve, it's almost like we should have put that in the opening intro to the, I say Steve Rummage in the building, Nikki V in the booth. We all want the same thing, people.
Yeah.
And then start the show.
Yeah.
Because just how to get there is not an argument, it's a conversation.
Yeah.
And it's not personal. It's not any personal attacks.
No. And people have done a pretty good job. The calls and the text, and I think everywhere.
Who did you get on from Owensboro? Somebody texted me and said you got spicy with somebody yesterday from Owensboro or something.
No, I was saying I was talking about my time at Kentucky Wesleyan.
Or somebody called. Okay.
I blocked the guy yesterday.
You blocked somebody?
I actually
like a real block?
Yeah, but it was fair, and I explained it on the air.
We were drunk with power yesterday.
Yeah, it was a really, really fair one.
Okay.
It was
the guy sucked too.
Yeah, he was texting like lies and like he was the one texting about ants. Remember, and I said,
okay, he had it coming. Okay,
yeah.
Somebody in the night show just said you got to.
Well, no, but then I said something about being at Kentucky Wesleyan, and I was like, man, I was there for a couple weeks. I was like, and I just hated it. I was like, I didn't like. But then I was kidding around because I was like, no, I like Owensboro. So we started talking about all the good things about Owensboro. I was like, I just didn't want to live there.
Fair enough. Okay, so theme of the week has said growth. Okay, I could do this. I could say, without asking you to repeat it.
Yeah,
it feels like you came to a conclusion. Biggest thing you need to see change. And also it is open to the phone lines. 8150-939 is the number. 3831-939 is the text line. What did you choose? What did the fan base, what did we agree moving forward in the ideal world of 93 Niners, of Louisville fans, of football fans, of Steve Rummage? What do you say? Okay, this is my dream scenario moving forward. What do you have?
Well, I think you make some changes on the aggressiveness of the defense. Man.
That's number one,
in my opinion. Yeah, and I think majority settled on that. That it's look, you have to be able to get some stops.
So that extra man on the line is probably your biggest biggest thing.
Yeah, or keep bringing pressure. Something.
Blitz. Okay, blitz packages.
Yeah, like something.
I mean, I actually really do think the extra man on the line for this team is more important than the free roam guy, the robber, so to speak. Whichever guy you're putting as the extra man at back, he's just not making the consistent play. And again, if you got some young guys,
I know.
You got to let them run.
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing, man. I think that most people have settled on that it's like we want to see defensively, and that doesn't take everything off the offense, you know. I mean, I think we do need some things.
That foot off the gas thing is just not going away. But you said it. You're putting up the offensive number that I'm really not allowed to super criticize because my offense, like I said, I don't know who the hell's been working with Malik Cunningham, but whoever they are, you know,
probably Pete Thomas.
I'm saying this to make a point.
Oh yeah.
I don't listen. Pete Thomas, Coach Satterfield, they were miracle workers with Malik.
Oh yeah,
in my eyes.
Yeah, he's been awesome.
So when I say I don't know who's work, I'm saying it's somebody better than those two guys that touched that kid.
Yeah,
because the way he's
the quarterback guru.
Yes. Listen, maybe he got some YouTube. They did such a good job. I want to give an outside source credit for that. The way he's playing. Did he get anybody pregnant?
I don't know.
Because that's he must got 2 kids or something.
I'm not real sure. It's possible
because that's the only way I see somebody start playing that much better that fast is when the stakes get raised. So I could not have asked for a better so far. I mean, of course, Tyler, catch the ball.
Yeah,
catch the ball.
Because I talked about that the other day, man. Coach Satterfield did draw that up in the fourth quarter. That play action bomb. I mean, and it was like, come on, man, you got to come up with that.
You got to catch that
perfect ball.
Listen, that was always my Bobby Petrino thing, and like I said, people would do was connected to the connected. It's like no. You got to make that catch, Jalen Smith. Like you got to make that catch. I drew up these plays. People are wide open, y'all. You know, like you don't fire coaches who are driving up perfect plays and guys are just dropping the ball. You just say, hey, I got to get my guys better. I got to pick up the intensity in practice. I got to do all these things, but you know, just sucks right now. Catch the ball. But outside of that, it's not much I can complain about in the offensive combination. I can say my running backs, hey, low, listen, I got to run vertical, man. You got to get low. You got to run vertical. Period. But your eyes are seeing the right things. You know, y'all are seeing the back. You're getting better at seeing these back doors.
I hate saying this because it sounds. I just hate doing this because I feel like it's pulling up well, there might be a negative, but with Hassan Hall, I'm like, dude, I wrote him off. Was that a one-game thing, or is that something we're going to see going forward?
What do you think?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I really, truthfully don't know. I mean,
okay, you need him.
Yes.
After you saw that fourth quarter, you needed him back in your lineup.
Yeah. Well, he was in
third.
Third quarter. Yeah. I think that hopefully that's something we see going forward because I think that will, for one, up the game of Cooley and Mitchell.
He has such a big play ability.
Yeah.
But I don't trust him.
No, I don't either yet. And I mean, that's fair, but that's kind of my point. I'm like, do we see that guy against Boston College?
And when you say yet,
that guy's the starting running back.
That Hassan, third quarter Hassan.
Yeah, that's
Hall.
the starting running back if he runs like that. And we got 2 pretty good running backs up there now.
Listen, there is he may be one of those that just, you can't start him. And he might be one of those just wired different. He only played, listen, he is, you know who he is? He is, I work well the night before the term papers due. Nikki, are you one of those? You lit up like Christmas.
Dude, that is.
Are you one of those? I do the best reports the night before.
You need that pressure. I need that pressure.
Right? Just to get properly motivated, it has to be due.
There's no way I can write this term paper on Trotsky unless it's
and it has to be due in the morning.
Oh yeah,
because if I get a paper that's due at 12 o'clock, I'll get up early.
Exactly.
I'll start about 6 in the morning.
Oh,
but I'm a party tonight. And
I took a lot of afternoon classes because of UPS, and many a morning was all right. Let's wake up by noon and we can knock out this term paper by 4.
Right. Oh yeah. So Hassan Hall may just have that in his blood, which would be unfortunate.
Yeah.
And that's when you bring the hardcore Southern father figure, Miami, you know, I can't believe we're wasting my time. You know, like one of those guys is like, dude, you're blowing it.
Yeah.
You're blowing it. You are literally, you have something you're blowing.
He looked awful dang good, you know. So I mean that's gonna be something but offensively, I mean, like I said, other than just maybe a little more aggression on like the fourth down and stuff. I mean, you know, maybe I would have thrown it a little more.
Right.
But I mean, if I'm running the ball that well and I'm up 30-13 and I'm the offensive play caller, I'm just not going to give them a turnover here.
I know.
Let's run the football, and I'm going to put that on the players. That's why I consistently keep saying, like, that game was on the defense, man. Like, that was the defensive fault. And they looked so good for 3 quarters was the problem. And then it's just like you just caught off the wolves there.
Yeah, and again, I think cooler heads are now prevailing after a week of reflection.
Yeah.
Because again, sitting in that booth, you know, watching that game on replay, you know, I was gonna say, don't leave them hanging. Listen, watching that
Eagles looked good last night. But it was like
look, in reflection. But again, this was my same.
Yeah.
Here's the problem, Steve. I didn't want to be a hypocrite from the Florida State game. I was so angry saying, I was comparing this game to the Florida State game, the foot off the gas thing, but I defended the Florida State game. No, y'all, we are going to have to run the football to be anything we want to be in the future.
Yeah.
We have to do this. And I'm always preaching, these coaches are here to build, and sometimes building goes over winning.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And your confidence of, if you get 2 first downs,
yeah,
your confidence of, that's what I'm talking about. Like, yes, they shift momentum against us. They scored. And on that 3rd and short, we ran, that 3rd and long, we ran it, but we got it. So now I can call that. Now y'all can believe it. And now you won't roll your eyes, looking to Malik to, to be a hero.
Yeah.
Still. Yeah.
Well, and that's what I say, man. I mean, maybe I would have liked to saw Coach say, and I know we're just
talking, are these hindsight, but
the hindsight is, it's like I said, man, don't kick that field goal. Just go, okay, it's 4. Let's go win the game. Like, let's go try to win the game. I'm gonna put the chips on the table. And you know what? If y'all don't get it and they go score, we're just gonna have to go score a touchdown. Okay, I would rather see that. I don't fault him for running the ball in the 4th quarter. I really don't. I think he put it on the player.
I was so mad.
Like I said, and he dialed up a kill shot. And it was like, okay, that didn't work. So he's like, okay, let's go back to running the football. Like, that's just a philosophy. Okay, that's fine. But man, I mean, just one stop. And I feel like we said that. We said it against Wake, and we kind of allowed ourselves to let the official talk take us away.
Yeah,
which the officials
was a major
terrible.
Yeah.
Yes, but we did let that take us away from. I mean, we just needed one stop against Wake. We just needed one stop, and we're 5-1. 2 stops, and we're 5-1.
And throughout the game, just so many gifted first downs in public opinion.
Yeah,
like I think that's
we had them at 4th down twice.
That's
that final drive.
That's what I'm talking. Even the thirds, man. Even the 3rd down conversions. It's like that's more of a product issue, I think. It might be a product issue with the fan base.
Yeah.
Or like, even if you say, okay, when I talked about the philosophy of running, right?
Yeah.
To close out the game, it's a winning philosophy. That defense on those 3rd downs, those easy completions on the 3rd downs, it just doesn't feel like that's a long-term winning philosophy. Like, because I've never seen any high level winning done with that much space on third downs. I've never seen it.
No, me either. And when we get, I think the play, it was third or fourth down on that final drive, and they get a first down. It might have been a fourth down play, and they call a penalty, and they get pushed back. And it was like, ooh, okay, here we go. It was like, that's where I want to see my coaches live and die on the hill of, hey, go get them. Go get them. Let's end the game. Let's go make this red-headed, left-handed quarterback. Let's go make him beat us right here. Go get him, dude. And it's like, and let him know I'm coming.
Go get him, and you let Keitrell Clark do exactly what he did at Florida State. Yeah. You pick off that game winner.
And if Keitrell gets smoked, then I look at Keitrell and go, hey, man, it was on you. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm like, that was on you.
If my cornerback can't handle a straight go route, one-on-one, it's just like, look, I'll go Coach Crum. I'll go get some more to replace you. Like you won't burn my team more than this year.
Mm-hmm.
I will fix that.
Mm-hmm.
But and again with these recruiting classes, and again, you don't want to take it back to the recruiting thing, but you say, hey, you recruited some dudes, not local. You recruited some guys. They gotta start earning it.
Yeah, and I mean, I agree with this texter. I know what they're saying, or 2 touchdowns and we're 5-1. But I mean, are we saying we have to score 40? Because that's what two more touchdowns would have been for us in both those games. Are we saying we have to score? Look, with this defense, we have to score 40. If you're not going to score 40, you're not going to live
in that world.
It's like, dude, we're scoring in the 30s. We're putting up insane yards. That's the only reason why I say it's a little more on. And I understand what the texter's saying.
We're not turning the ball over.
Yeah. No, I mean, we're really not.
I cannot live in that world.
I just can't look at my offense and go, well, you got to score 40. You don't score 40, you ain't no chance.
Oh, and if that's the case, we're never, if we get past the 50, Steve.
Yeah.
We're going for it on every fourth, anything under 4th and 6.
Yeah.
I'm going for it from now on.
Mm-hmm.
If you continue, like
Joel,
theory-wise, if you continue to give all that space on third downs, I'm going to start putting you in short field positions.
Yeah.
I'm going to start going for it on the 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're letting them get down the floor, the field pretty easy. So might as well take our shots and change the statistics and change the analytics into our favor. Analytics, man, awesome. Let me get to the phone lines. Joel, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
What's up, Marcus? Welcome back. I think, where were you at? A couple of days?
Indeed.
What
you HR, Joel?
Hey, I was just gonna say your boy Rummage. He held it down quite nice. He did a great job in there while you were out. So you got a good backup there, man. Or sidekick, whatever you want to call it.
I appreciate that.
Listen, they did a thing, as they should.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, just kind of talking with you guys. I do think the offense and whatever. I mean, you can see that being something that the fan base is going to get. I mean, they're scoring, what'd you say, 30-something points a game or whatever.
Yep.
A few tweaks, of course, like going for it, being more aggressive. I do think, and somebody had mentioned this before on one of the other days, but you just want to see Sat have some confidence in his players. Like you said, what was it, going for it on 4th down or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Put the ball in Malik's hand. I mean, he's been their best player so far this season. And at the end of the day, it all comes down, and I hate to compare, but it seems so comparable with the Mac situation. Meaning, I do think Mac, he saw basically what was going on and how things are working. He needed to make a change, right? And he did that. Mm-hmm. I give Mac a ton of credit for that because he never got rid of assistant coaches before. And he did that knowing, like, look, what's going on just isn't working. I got to make a change. On the defensive side of the ball, you guys are hitting all the key points. You give so much cushion. Hey, to these receivers on third down, where all they got to do is just run a 5-yard hook and they got the first down. And then, when you talk about everybody in America, even the coaches after that game that were on these, the shows talking about the game, you prevented yourself from winning that game, rushing 3 people. So to me, I think we're all thinking the same. The defensive side of the ball, something has to change. Now, what that is, when Steve talked about Dennison and all that, or whatever,
right.
I don't know what it is,
right?
But
And that was just like
knows,
I was just offering up a possibility,
exactly.
Right.
And which is great. I mean, which is true, Steve. You're speaking exactly how all the fans are thinking, and all I'm saying is, look, a coach can't make all of his changes based on what the fans want, but we all see. He's got to see. He's not dumb. That what's going on defensively isn't working. Now, he's got a perfect bye week. It's the middle of the season. Perfect. You played 6 games. It's the middle of the season. You get a chance to reevaluate and finish out your last 6 games. So I think what kind of changes, if any, does he make? I think if he does make some kind of moves or some kind of philosophy, something on the defensive side of the ball, fans will be okay with that. I think if you come back out after the bye week and it's the same stuff, it's going to be hard to get the fans back on board, man, to me. So it's up to Sat. I think it's right there for him to show the fans, like, look, I see what you guys see.
Right.
I got to make a shot. And then we go from there. But that's just my thoughts on it, man. You got to see if the guy's going to make any changes. And if he does, we can get on board with that. If not, I think you're going to have the writing on at the end of the year. But that's just my thoughts, man. You guys have a good weekend.
You too, Joe. Appreciate the call. Moving right along. Lawrence, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
What's up, Marcus? What's up, Steve?
What's up, or Lawrence? Whatever.
You know what? I'm like this. If you got offense who's able to put up 40 points, you might as well put up 40 points every game. Because if the defense is that bad, you got no choice but to put up 40 points. And somebody got to let Satterfield know that. Like, I watched, like, this whole week, I watched rewatched some of the games. And it seems like to me, when the defense sends like 4 to 5 guys at the quarterback, it's when they call the run. I don't understand. Why don't they do that on first and third down? Why do they just play on previous defense when they get up by so many points? It don't make no sense to me. Like, I don't know what they doing over there. Like, I got apologize to the players.
Lawrence, you want them to put 40 up no matter what, though. Even if the defense was balling.
Hey, the way college football is now, if you don't put up a whole lot of points, they're not going to pick you. They're not going to pick you for a certain bowl game or the playoff.
Fair enough, Lawrence. I appreciate the call. Moving right along. Listen, Lawrence says, look,
we just need 40 and give up 10 every game.
10?
Yeah.
You think Lawrence is okay with giving up 10?
Look like Georgia running through the trash, SEC East.
Inevitable. Kevin, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Yo, hey, man, I was thinking about something what we was talking about the other day. Now, if you keep overflooding the sink, you can't blame downing paper towels for not being able to stop the water up. My thing is the offense stalling and doing the way that they do. You keep putting the defense back out there. You can't keep going 3 and out. Did you guys look up what we were on third down and what we are on third down for the year?
No, what are we on third down for the year?
We were 3 for 13 that game. You don't think that's a problem? You don't think that presents a problem with the defense if you only convert 3 out of 13 third downs?
Yep.
And you kicking 6 field goals, and the defense gives you back 2.
Okay,
you 2 turnovers.
So what's your blame chart for the 3 losses? What percentage is on the offense and what percentage is on the defense?
I'm going to say equal for both. Because I go back to the first game. You talk about Hassan Hall. I was just about. I didn't get to go to the game Saturday because I was working. I was just about to make a post that says free Hassan Hall because he's been in the doghouse ever since the first game. But I've always had a problem if he's going to be one of your main running backs, even going back when we had Hawkins, if he's going to be one of your main running backs, running them on kickoffs is a bad idea. And if you notice, because we went down to the game, the Ole Miss game, one of those run backs, he got his bell rung, and then he got it rung again while he was running, and that messed him up for the rest of the game. And then he had that fumble. Ever since he had the fumble, he's kind of been on the shelf. So, but what I was complaining about the running backs the other day, I would say these guys are kind of tippy-toeing or running, waiting for the contact.
Right.
We need that lightning. You know, we used to have thunder and lightning with Hawkins and Hall. I said we need that lightning. And before I even got a chance to make the post, my buddy called me and said he made a long run. So I said, okay, let's do it. That's what we needed. But I just don't think that the way that we have been doing offense is doing the defense any favors, because it's not like we know that we got a heck of a defense.
But you still, I'm curious, you still hold it at 50% on both sides. So
I'm saying I'm blaming both of them. I'm not the type of person who's going to blame the coach, blame the offense versus defense, because even on this show, y'all dogging the offense or Malik Cunningham. Y'all ready to get rid of him for Christian McCaffrey's brother, sight unseen, just because of the name. So, but now everybody's in on Malik's camp and think that he can't do any wrong. My whole problem with the way I have a problem with the way they used Malik the last game, because you saying, they say, well, y'all say y'all want him to pass. Yeah, we want him to pass, but the games that we won, the games where we were effective, is the games where he was making people account for his legs. If you're not going to use his legs, you waste them. He only had four carries up until the fourth quarter. That's just a waste of talent right there. Not letting them, because we.
You don't think Malik is playing awesome quarterback?
This is what I dealt with while you were gone with him. It was like now
he's playing awesome quarterback, Kevin.
He is, but I'm saying we needed him to run. If you look at listen, man, take Hassan Hall's stats out, because he didn't get off until the fourth quarter. I think it could have been.
What do you mean, take his stats out?
Just don't count those.
No, I'm just saying, look up until that point. If I'm saying Malik hadn't ran the ball but 4 times until the fourth quarter, and then you look at what the other two running backs were doing, one of them had like 8 carries for 7 yards, and the other one had like 7 carries for 25 yards. We wasn't running the ball. So you got to let Malik help us out. That's my point. It's easy to look back at it now and see, well, Hassan Hall, he ran for 100-something yards. Well, yeah, that was after the fact. But we was already struggling by the time you put him in. Use Malik's legs. That's all I'm saying. Don't shy away from the legs.
Kevin, I do appreciate the call.
Yeah.
I love this job. Quick commercial break.
I can't do 2 Kevin calls in a week anymore, dude. He's on a 1 call count from here on out. I can't, dude. I'm sorry. I can't do 2 a week. I can't do 2 a week.
What? I mean, listen.
For those of you wondering what that tap was, originally I thought something at Cardinal Town had broken.
Right.
But no, it was actually Steve's head going into the microphone.
Yeah. Listen. I can't do 2 a week. He's on a 1 week.
I mean, was Kevin just like, he just wanted to complain?
Yeah. No, great guy. Like, I'm not talking about him as a human being. I'm just saying
he was in the mood to complain.
I have no idea what he's saying.
I asked. Okay, okay. Malik is playing better. He's saying you guys were ready to dump Malik. Yeah, the Malik that was playing like last year's Malik, you're ready to dump him.
Yeah, and now he's awesome.
And now you want him to play.
And now his completion percentage and things are going through the roof. And now we're like, run. I'm like, no.
He's playing awesome. The last thing you are, and then you say take out Hassan Hall's carries, and we need Malik running,
and never really told us why. Just said, just take out Hassan Hall. Okay, if we take his stats out, what are you saying? Well,
and he got his bell rung, and then listen, And he been in the doghouse? Yeah, because he fumbled. And guess what? No one else is doing. Fumbling.
Yes.
That's the doghouse.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's a scene in Happy Gilmore. And I'm just like, may God have mercy on your soul. Like
you.
That was Billy Madison, but
Billy Madison. Gosh, I'm
you
sorry.
were
Yeah,
loaded.
good
Listen,
point.
Our guy Kevin he just wasn't in a
Yeah,
good mood.
listen, and I did that once already this week. Listen, great guy, all that, one a week from here on out. Listen, when he calls in from here on out, dude, you got one, and then listen, next time he calls in, we're just be like, dude, you already got your one. Because I can't do two, especially two in a matter of 3 days.
What about a Monday and a Friday?
Maybe a Monday and a Friday. Maybe a Monday and a Friday. But I cannot do a Wednesday and a Friday again.
Quick commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maven on 93.9 The Ville.
U of L fans love their hometown team, the Louisville Cardinals. And Louisville's hometown law firm, Alex R. White, PLLC, is proud to be an official corporate sponsor of U of L Athletics. When you need a lawyer, go Cards and go to SueDistractedDriver.com.
Card Nation, this is attorney Alex White with SueDistractedDriver.com. Our law firm is a team of dedicated attorneys ready to fight for you. If you get injured because of someone else's negligence, their insurance company already has a legal team, and now so do you. If you or a friend or loved one are injured, find your attorney at SueDistractedDriver.com.
This is an advertisement.
Play a low ball in. It's hit through by Del Piccolo, and it's there. Louisville City scores in the 12th minute.
Hey, it's Jeff Greer. Lou City is back in action tomorrow as the boys in purple hit the road to take on the Indy 11. Join Casey Whitfield and me starting at 6:45 for pregame coverage, followed by the game broadcast just past 7 o'clock. It's all right here on 93.9 The Ville and the ESPN Louisville app.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer, 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Your eyes are unique. The color, the shape, even the way the world appears through them. At Dr. Black's Eye Associates, our approach to eye care is as unique to you as your eyes. For over 30 years, our family of doctors has improved and restored the eyesight of kids and adults across Kentuckiana. Trust your vision to our local specialists. Schedule an appointment today. Call 888-EYE-CARE or visit have2020.com. Dr. Black's Eye Associates. See life clearly.
Just because summer is behind us doesn't mean there aren't some really hot days ahead. So if your AC isn't ready for these hot fall days, then call DFH Company today at 968-6222. Right now from DFH Company, when you buy a qualifying Train HVAC system, receive 18-month special financing. It's hard to stop a train, so call DFH 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
This is Bob Valvano. As some of you know, I have stage 4 leukemia. Thanks to 2 new medications that are both less than 5 years old, my progress has been good and my prognosis is strong. Those medications only came about because of research funded from people like you. My late brother Jim said, I need your help. It may not save my life, but it may save someone you love. This research is doing just that. We created Kentuckiana Friends of V, a local 501c3 organization that works in close cooperation with the V Foundation to fund research and preventive initiatives locally, right here in the Kentuckiana area. Won't you consider helping us in that quest? Sign up for an event, volunteer, or just make a donation at kfov.org. You really do help save lives like mine. That's kfov.org.
Here's what you missed on the Diener Show.
There was no trusting that defense at that point. But it was, you go back and watch the game and you're thinking, how do they lose this? Like they're destroying them. They are picking off passes. Hassan Hall's running 50 yards down the field at a time. It's just one you watch and you go, there's no way they're going to lose this game.
Weekday morning, 7 to 10 on 93.9 The Ville, ESPN 680 and 105.7.
Your home for Liquor Barn's coverage of Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens is right here on ESPN Louisville.
Jackson takes the snap, looking over the middle, pumps once, throws, end zone, caught!
Game over. The hay's in the barn.
The Ravens are back in action Sunday to take on Justin Herbert and the Chargers. Pre-game coverage begins at 12:30 with kickoff at 1. And it's all right here on 93.9 The Ville. Live play-by-play of Lamar and the Ravens is presented by Liquor Bar, where Kentuckians go to celebrate life.
U of L fans love their hometown team, the Louisville Cardinals. And Louisville's hometown law firm, Alex R. White, PLLC, is proud to be an official corporate sponsor of U of L athletics. When you need a lawyer, go Cards and go to SueDistractedDriver.com.
Card Nation, this is attorney Alex White with SueDistractedDriver.com. Our law firm is a team of dedicated attorneys ready to fight for you. If you get injured because of someone else's negligence, their insurance company already has a legal team, and now so do you. If you or a friend or loved one are injured, find your attorney at SueDistractedDriver.com.
This is an advertisement.
This is Lamar Jackson, and you're listening to the home of the Ravens in Louisville, 93.9 The Ville.
Probably. It's from AEW.
I do think you're going to see a drastic style change. I mean, I talked about this the other day. You wasn't in here because I was talking with Willinger, but how Coach Mack at ACC Media Day brought up, like, hey man, we're going to let Jared West pick up full court. You know, he's one of the guys. And I was talking with Matt, and I said, that's when I get reminded of, hey man, he's number 2 all-time CUSA steals, number 1 in Marshall all-time steals. And for Coach Mack to say, I trust him to pick up full court.
That's tough, man.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah. And I'm sure it won't be every possession.
But if he's in the mood.
But I think it's going to be a thing that we do. The style is different, man. It is. I mean, it is very different what they're doing now.
Is that style going to kidnap the attention?
I think so, because, I mean, we've been privy to see a little bit of it, and it's noticeable what they're trying to do. Now,
here's the thing. And do we need to prepare people for high tempo sloppy play?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Okay.
I was just about to say, now with the tempo of play will come a little bit of sloppiness.
Mm-hmm.
I think with this being the first time they're out there
in front of people.
Yeah, I think you might see a few more turnovers.
They've already been going fast. So imagine when they have the racehorse heartbeat going.
And they're being taught right now to see pass, make pass. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like don't wait. Don't think about it. Hey, look, you catch it at midcourt, DeAndre's cut and throw it. Like, do that. I think you're going to see a few more oops than we're used to seeing for this team in transition. Just from seeing a little bit, I think that's something they're trying to do.
You don't have to sell tickets, Steve.
No, I'm
You're
not.
lying.
I'm not.
Nikki, Steve Rummage does not normally lie to me. He just lied right across this desk.
Steve, why are you lying, man?
Do you believe Steve Rummage when he says he thinks you're going to see a lot of alley-oops?
I think you're going to see a couple, but I think he's trying to, he's sports radioing right now.
Who do you work for, Steve? Who sent you, Steve?
Listen, I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you, they're going to throw some more oops than you're used to in transition.
Can we make a bet?
Yes.
Over under on oops Saturday. 1.5.
This is Louisville. The over-under should be 4.
Texter says, Steve, you don't know anything about this year's team. It's going to be the same old boring basketball. Get rid of this clown Mac.
Who said? Nobody put that. Did somebody put that?
You know what?
No.
We're about one show away, I think, from just saying, the text line is just not working for us. Like,
what happened? Did I bring that over?
I don't know.
I brought
man.
poison
you
over
might
from
have.
the 680 side.
You might have,
That's
man.
That's a good confession.
Because man, there has been just some tech coming through that's just what?
To me, it gets to the point where it's just like.
And actually, we've watched practice, so you don't know what you're talking about. So,
how could we not know anything about what goes on the basketball program? How could we not know anything?
Texter says the sad thing is 2 would be more than we've seen in 4 years.
Listen, I was joking with Steve when I said you're not gonna, like alley-oops get me excited, dunks get me excited. Y'all know this. And by the way, said local company, can we do a joint name, image, and likeness, and somebody put a name, image, and likeness account on the dunk, and just listen. All of our players should be able to sign up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sign up, names and likeness. We will literally pay you per dunk.
Yeah.
Like literally, we will pay you. Or is that's too close to gambling, ain't it?
Probably. Probably.
You listen. Oh my God. I'm in transition. We need a 3, Steve.
I'll pay you for the dunk.
And listen, I can feel it now. That ball is coming to me. We need this 3 really bad, but I'm broke. I'm going to the rack.
Like, I got to score. I've got to get a dunk here, man. Yeah, no. Listen.
Oh God. Oh,
listen. I do think you'll see.
They kicked me off the team.
Well, I do think you'll see a more conscious effort to try that.
I forgot. Coach, I forgot. I didn't know I thought we were down 1.
It's down 3.
Oh, I guess we're down 3, dumbass. Oh,
Texter says, "Not me. I love Mac. I love you guys." Well, thank you.
There's it's the gray clouds. They
dunks break morale. Fair enough, of course. Why is the red-white scrimmage not being played on the ACC network? I can listen to that. Like, I think we do need to do a little bit better.
Why is there an ACC network?
Yeah,
if we're not going to have our red and white scrimmage on there.
Yeah, I mean, even the other teams' inter-squad scrimmages. Like, I would like to see that. I would watch Duke's inter-squad scrimmage.
Everybody's inter-squad scrimmage.
I'm with you on that, Texter. Like,
and it's like, I hope it's not a coach thing, because like, coach, I mean, I feel you, but
no, because the other teams
you're not
aren't.
catching the world. You're not catching the world by surprise with this new style.
No. Yeah, no, I mean, look, you're running.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're going to play that. You're going to play one game, and everybody's going to have all the tape they
I know, yeah. And actually, we're going to have to, the first month of it, we're going to have to figure it out without him.
I got this secret. It's not a secret. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Going up and down.
What did y'all do? Well, we ran. And Sam, we'll get into Sam later. Sam talked yesterday. He kind of touched on some of that, because today I do want to get a little
language that was Sam Williamson. Some of it coded and some of it straightforward. We're definitely going to get to next hour, but still big picture. Can the football team kidnap the attention back?
Yeah. I mean, the red-white game, I don't think is going to take. Because this is a polarizing football season. Because this is a football season where, I mean, I think at the end of the year, there's going to be some reevaluation one way or the other. And I don't, that may not be a firing. That may not be, anything bad. I mean, we got a lot of season left. You've got a lot of recruiting left, man. I brought it up yesterday about the kids from California that are going to be here for the Clemson game. I brought it up yesterday about I think there's more that you're going to see more of an effort with the local kids over the next little bit. The staff's heard and they understand that now.
Speaking of staff, can you clear this up for me, Ike or Steve? Maybe you know more about this than I do. To what capacity is Eric Wood with the University of Louisville? Because somebody said he's a consultant, or something to that nature, which would be awesome. And if they are consultants, where do you apply?
Well, somebody said it was kind of like he is almost like what Reese is with the basketball team.
Is it quality control consultant?
I'm guessing, but either way, man, I mean, I love having those guys around.
Okay, if that's what Reese does, then never mind. He can have a spot.
Yeah,
but other than that, yeah.
But like, I don't know that was because that kind of caught me off guard yesterday. It went kind of under the radar. Right. Eric Wood put out there, was happy to coach, or I'm happy to be coaching these guys, and I was like, wait a minute, I'm out.
Right, and it's like, let us know about awesome moves you make like that. That one doesn't have to fly under the radar.
Yeah,
like that. Yeah, having Eric Wood in around that place would make me feel better.
Yeah,
that means That means I have a voice in there.
Yeah.
Because I know I would be saying the same thing Eric Wood is saying. So I personally feel like, okay, you literally put Marcus and Steve in that locker room.
Eric Wood would be in my top 3 on getting him on staff.
Right.
But a move like that also shows me, okay, I think you understand. You're getting,
growing.
That's what I say, man. I don't think we're quitting yet on Satterfield. I don't think we're quitting. I don't. I think we're like, okay, let's see what we can do here.
Latitude, and we're showing we do have confidence.
Yeah.
Again,
I've said it 50 times this week, though, Marcus. Nothing changes. Season plays out. 5 wins. Lose to Kentucky at the end of the year. We're not going to be
major changes.
Well, let's wait and see what happens in the offseason. It's just not going to happen. But moves like seeing Eric Wood around the team. Okay, now I've got some recruits coming in. Now I believe we're turning our attention to some local guys. And let me be really clear on this. I'm not saying the whole team needs to be full of Louisville kids.
Right.
But the good ones should be here.
The big ones got to get.
Speaking of that, real quick, somebody tell me, where is Mel Emmanuel play?
Where?
I saw it was a neutral site game. I've made my decision. I'm taking my son to that game.
Wait.
No, it's in 2 weeks.
Okay,
it's in 2 weeks. Yeah. I'm just curious of if somebody on here knows, somebody on the text line, where Mel Emmanuel play. I'm trying not to look ahead, but do more people get back on his side if we win 2 of the next 3? Yeah, absolutely.
And I think we're looking at the product too. Like, I think we're looking at the product more than the actual wins and losses.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course,
because we're a young team. I would like to see, since you've got the 4-game redshirt thing, I would like to see guys like Caleb Banks get out there and get a shot. Like give me a Mason Rager, man. He comes right in, and we haven't even talked about it all week.
Right.
Mason Rager comes right up the middle and gets a big sack on a third,
like per year thing.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Who is that?
Yeah, and Mason Rager is a guy, if you listen to our player profile, we told you, he was a guy that was a walk-on, that was a safety that they turned into a D lineman. It makes a great play. So, yeah, there's things there. Nick's just not gonna play us out.
Yeah, I was.
No, he's just not gonna play us out.
I was wondering, like,
he's committed to just not playing us out.
Listen, there is something about the play out.
I literally had to fight him yesterday at the 11. I almost had to literally fight him to get some play out music yesterday.
I don't understand.
At the 11 o'clock hour. It's just like,
everything you need to start or add to your home gym. I love the Precord treadmill I've had for years from Fitness Market. Plus, having a set of dumbbells and weights allows me to get a full cardio and strength.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack. Another week in the books. 5-1 last week in the NFL, and NBA starts next week. Go to fatjacksports.com if you're finally ready to start making money betting the games. The picks are texted to your cell phone. They're emailed to you. And then when you go to the website, look into the results tab, and you will see your games posted and documented and easily making money for you and all my other clients. That's 1-800-298-1383 or fatjacksports.com. And for less than $100 a week, make money betting the games against the spread.
At Kroger, fresh groceries are our thing.
Marcus, I'm sorry, man. What's up? Baby. What's up? I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. I got it in my desk.
Day, so shop anyway. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Free pickup on orders of $35 or more. Restrictions may apply.
Get ready for Halloween and save. Now through Sunday the 17th, save 33% on all Halloween candy with digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville.
With cooler temperatures approaching and those trips to and from your workout taking up valuable time, having a home gym is more important than ever. At Fitness Market, they have everything you need to start or add to your home gym. I love the Precord treadmill I've had for years from Fitness Market. Plus, having a set of dumbbells and weights allows me to get a full cardio and strength workout right at home thanks to Fitness Market. Check out their expanded showroom on the corner of Plantside Drive and Waterson Trail. They've spent the past few years loading up on strength equipment, dumbbells, kettlebells, weights, you name it. Plus, you'll find all the great brands like Spirit, Hoist, and Matrix, with Matrix's cardio equipment having all your favorite apps on their console, everything from Facebook to YouTube to Hulu. And if you're shopping for an e-bike, Fitness Market is your e-bike headquarters with a huge selection to choose from. So go where our staff goes to find the best fitness equipment in town. Fitness Market, Westport Road just inside the Snyder, or the Superstore at Plantside Drive and Waterson Trail, online thefitnessmarket.com.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer, 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Something on your mind? Hit us up on the UPS Jobs text line, 3831-939.
Lanning Paints is truly Louisville's hometown paint manufacturer. We create architectural coatings for homes and ship our industrial and commercial products across the United States and even across the world. I am Aaron Lanning, and I am lucky enough to work alongside my father, Nick, who is our chemist and brainchild for our local brand. He is working daily to formulate finishes and coatings that will beautify your interior walls, basement and garage floors, driveways, fences, siding, brick, and more. Visit LanningPaint.com to learn more about us or call us at 245-0630 to reach our Middletown location or 612-2138 for Dixie Highway, where we proudly offer a full array of Benjamin Moore products. Lanning Paints, painting the USA from Louisville, Kentucky since 1983.
Here's what you missed on The Drive with Mark Ennis.
Mark Ivy is not a good defensive line coach. Now, he might be extremely well liked. What I'm telling you is, in watching defensive linemen that he's been coaching now, year 3, none of them are any better than the day they've arrived here. Like, who is the defensive lineman that has just become something out of this world? There isn't one.
The Drive, weekdays 3 to 6 on 93.9 The Ville.
It's the NFL on Sports USA, and we're a mile high in Denver as the Las Vegas Raiders come to town and try to tame the Broncos. Denver has Von Miller on D grabbing sacks, and leading the offense downfield is Bridgewater and Gordon.
Hand off to Gordon up the middle. He plunges into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
The Raiders bring a slew of talent like Carr, Waller, and cutting it up in the backfield is Peyton Barber. It's the Raiders at the Broncos this Sunday on Sports USA.
We'll join in progress Sunday after Ravens Chargers on 93.9 The Ville.
I got you. Next one. You got it.
Oh, hey guys! I really enjoy your all show. I listen to it every day, and I just wanted to make a comment about U of L football. I don't think we're sold on Satterfield being fired yet, or Brian Brown. But I think what we need to see is the rest of the season improvement, particularly on the defensive end, because we were led to believe before the season from Satterfield that he had said that he thought that this could be a top 25 defense.
Yeah,
well,
that's
right
true.
now it's the top 114.
Yeah, right. That's true.
But and the other thing is, we lost to a team that we should have beaten in Virginia. We have to make up that game. To be to win at least 6 games, we've got to beat Syracuse, we've got to beat Duke, but we've got to upset somebody. The best bet right now would be Boston College that's left, but you don't want to go into the Kentucky game, with a 5-win record, putting all your money on beating Kentucky, especially this Kentucky team. So, we'll see how it shakes out. We really needed this bye week, though.
No, listen, Bob, I appreciate the call. Steve, who's going to win, Boston College or North Carolina State?
They play this weekend?
Yep.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Yep.
Yeah. Ooh.
NC State's coming in at number 2. Do we have Tim hanging on? Tim, thanks for joining us on 93.9.
Eric.
Oh, Eric. Sorry, Eric, fire away.
All right. Hey, guys. Hope you all are.
Chris after that.
Hear me?
Yep. We got you.
Okay, cool. Okay. As far as the football team is concerned, these are the things I think we need to do. Defensive line obviously needs to be either recruited better or developed better or both. If you're going to rush through, you have to be able to start getting some pressure with some people. And as far as I think the main thing with both sides of the ball is just aggression. You have to stay aggressive. When you're playing and you're doing something on defense that's working, by bringing pressure and not letting that quarterback be able to throw the ball, and then all of a sudden you're up and you decide, well, on offense, we're not going to be aggressive. We're going to run the ball, which I get. That's how the old school way of thinking when you play football, but if your team's not built that way and you can't accomplish that, or you see that it's not working, you have to change. If the defense stays aggressive in the fourth quarter and doesn't play the stupid prevent defense, and the offense stays more aggressive, granted, like you said, we're scoring 30-plus points a game and then getting that many yards, so you should be able to win. But if both sides of the ball stay more aggressive, the Florida State almost loss, doesn't happen, and the other two don't happen because you're just staying aggressive. I think that's our biggest tweak that we really need to make, to just stay aggressive. Everything else seems like it's fine. If we would just be aggressive, we'd be 5-1 right now. So that's the only really tweak I think we need to make. And if Brian Brown can just do that on his own, then we don't really need to replace him or somebody like that. But if he refuses to, and you have to, and he wants to keep playing this prevent all the time with the players that we've got with the way that
Chris, would it be different if? Oh, sorry, Eric. Eric, would it be different if we had lower expectations coming into the season for the defense?
It might be, but I just truly believe that the defense doesn't have to be great if you're scoring 30 points a game. You just have to stay aggressive. Louisville can't afford to not be aggressive on defense, in my opinion.
It's kind of, yeah.
Eric, I appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it, Eric. Yeah, Eric kind of said what I kind of feel. I'm like, I feel like if you're scoring 30, you can't ask a football team to score more than 30. I mean, okay, sure. Would I like 40? Yeah. But, I mean, you can't ask a football team to score more. I mean, I think outside of game one, right, we scored 30 every game. I mean, I might be wrong there.
And
I think I'm right.
Without the turnovers, too.
Yeah.
Like you're scoring 30 and listen,
come on.
You're scoring 30 and keep in mind, we probably got the best punter in the league.
Yeah, he's good. He's legit, man.
Well, I mean, we have been blasting.
He's 40, but he's legit. He's going to leave here with an AARP card.
He might go to the league after this year. Chris, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
What's up, Maven Rummage?
What's up, man?
Alex.
Tires, Maven.
Say that again.
How's your air pressure in your tires?
I think it's pretty good. I didn't actually check it. I should have.
Oh, I thought that's what you were doing yesterday.
No, I was getting new tires, not pressure.
Oh, got new shoes. I understand. So here's what I'm going to say. Picking up on what my boy Kevin did, because he's from Indiana, I'm from Indiana, so I got to take up for him. In the fourth quarter, when we were going 3 and out, I would like to see Satterfield give Malik a run-pass option when we have the ball. Because what they did was they dropped everybody in the box and said no more running. So if you give Malik the run-pass option, he accounts for the extra person they bring in the box. But we just kept running the stretch and putting our defense back on the field. If you listen to Kiffin, did y'all listen to Kiffin after his game the other day? He said his defense played so horrible. They were just trying to keep fans in the stands. But he kept scoring. They kept passing. They kept doing what they needed to do. And unfortunately, we are going to have to score 40 to win because our defense is just not there yet. And for everyone who thinks that they're going to see something different after this week, I got news for you. It's hard to change a defense in 5 days.
If we have to score 40 to win, then Brian Brown should be fired today.
Well, I think what's going to happen is what you said, Steve.
Yeah.
He's going to have to start pressuring in situations where we're third and long.
Yeah, you're right.
I think that's the change we're going to see. I think we're still going to have 3 down linemen, but he's going to have to start bringing pressure from different places. And then as far as the basketball goes, man, I am excited to see these guys. I'm excited to see fast pace. I want to see people play without thinking. I want to see them play with instinct. I don't want to see 7, 8, 9 passes. I want to see these guys get up and down the court. I want to see them rebound. I want to see them play defense and play pressure. I am excited to see these guys. I'll get off and I'll listen to you.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Yeah, appreciate the call. Remind me to ask you about these extra charges that I get on getting tires, because I want to know if you had the same experience. I'm sure you probably did.
No, I got a big O. They don't teach you. Texter says, good point, Eric. No more Mr. Nice Guy on O and keep the D pressure on. I agree with that. Somebody says, where's the game at? BC and NC State. I don't know how fast BC is going.
It's Boston College.
From turf to natural grass.
I'm pretty sure it's at Boston College.
Okay.
But
fair enough.
Our producer, if he's not too busy, he can check that out.
I'm Googling it right now.
Texter said the collapse on Saturday was unforgivable to me. Unless the defense really improves, I'm done with Brown.
They are hosting NC State, by the way.
They're hosting NC State, so it's at BC. Yeah. The ugliest place on planet Earth.
That is the worst. And Boston College looks like Big Ten background.
Ugly. Yeah, God, it's ugly.
It's
ugly.
Is.
It's like a mix between Big Ten and Oregon State.
Corvallis.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, the colors are ugly. Like, I think I could even get behind them if they were kind of like, they looked Celtic-ish or something, like green or something. It's just like,
you want them to just change their whole.
Yeah, it's like, oh, they're just ugly, man. 3 things we can't say guaranteed over the next 6 months that bothers me. Kentucky football sucks. Louisville football will be in a bowl game, and Louisville basketball will play in March. Well, we're gonna make a tournament. The other two, we'll see. Slow on the Kentucky thing.
Alex, thanks for joining us.
Let's let them play these next 3 games. Then let's talk.
93.9, fire away. Alex, you there?
Yes, sir. Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Feeling
good, man. What's up?
Yeah, just to let you know, still been listening to you guys. Fire School's kicking my butt here in Houston, but I try to catch y'all whenever I can. I'm off on Fridays, so I listen to y'all all day on Fridays. But so my thing is, Chris Mack at media days. I mean, even if he doesn't do, I'm going to connect this to football. But even if he doesn't do what he promised about doing, full court press, because, we have a point guard that's really good at putting pressure on the ball and all that type of stuff. When he said that, I was like, he knows me. Like, he understands me. Like even if it doesn't come true, it's like, thank you for just saying that. Because, it's going to give me something to look forward to. Now, if it doesn't happen, I'll be like, oh, well, but at least he knows what we're looking for. And after that media day, I was so hyped for this team because in the anticipation in his voice, because he sounds like he is sitting on the best team in the nation, and he just can't wait for them to get out there and see. Now you refer that back to Coach Satt. After that Boston College game, Boston College, Lord have mercy. After that Virginia game, there was like I just left that saying he literally has no idea how I feel right now as a fan. And that could not be true. But just the way that his demeanor and how he carries himself after a loss. Now, granted, a lot of people said that in person he looked very disappointed and very defeated. He was just talking as if, he wasn't. But man, like the difference in having a coach that understands a fan base and a coach that seems like he doesn't really understand a fan base, there's so much love and grace given to Chris Mack for like how he has been during the offseason. If someone said he smacked a child, I would say I don't believe it, because this man doesn't do stuff like that. Because of how he has been, how he has transformed the team and the things that he's been saying and doing in the offseason. And I just don't see that with him. Not saying that it can't happen, but he's just not at that point to where we're in a slump, and he's also not saying the right things as well. But thank you guys. I'll listen.
No, Alex, I appreciate the call.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I think Coach Mack, and by the way, to your point, Alex, like knowing how somebody feels, like I said, we know a lot of people over there. We know families, we know, players and all this good stuff. So every once in a while, let's just say we get a nugget about Coach Mack's reaction to something, right? And it's just like, just imagine something you complain about. Just like for me, example, just imagine the way I am about people dunking it. And I say, you'll never play in the NBA if you can't finish that with a dunk.
Mm-hmm.
And imagine if you heard, from a player, oh man, coach got on so-and-so said, you'll never play in the NBA if you can't learn to dunk that basketball. Like, you won't jump off the page. Your athleticism will be irrelevant if you don't show it. You know what I'm saying? So, point being, he's saying what we would like to say behind the scenes. And when you hear those little stories, you're like, okay, if they're not doing it, they're not doing it. If Harold's dropping the ball, he's dropping the ball.
Yeah.
You want players, you tell these players, you tell your kids, you tell them to do all the right stuff. Sometimes it sinks in, sometimes it doesn't. When it doesn't sink in, you trade your kids.
Yeah.
Not your real kids, but them too, I guess.
Can.
So y'all got to go through. So
speaking of kids, I got to give a shout out, man. My son Elijah, he made his basketball team again. Year 2.
Congratulations.
Yeah. He was pumped, man.
He was hyped.
Yeah. So it was some work, but I was like, man, 2 years in a row, it's pretty good.
Are you going to be nervous about it?
No. I'm like, just have fun. You made the team.
Don't be that. Don't you're not gonna push him.
Enjoy your time.
You're not gonna push him.
He is growing right now. Upwards.
Yeah.
And he's thinning out a little bit. So
You are excited
he
about
wears
that
a
part.
size 12. Like
Shoe?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Like so I'm like
What's he about?
12.
12, yeah.
Yeah. So
That's awesome.
I'm like, yeah, like he's got potential to hit a spurt here.
You know
So
what sucks? I was like 12 wearing a size 12, but I was like 5'4". But like, how are you 5'4" with size 12 feet? Right?
Puberty. Gotta love it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I used to wear these. What are those? These like not velvet, like these felt champions. They were blue. Like my uniform was baby blue and red, but these champion shoes I used to wear were like dark blue.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what my feet look like? Who is this 5'4", 5'6" dude with those bolts?
Yeah, it's
Looking like flippers.
I know.
Yeah.
It's different, man.
Feeling
It's,
like flippers.
it's expensive, but yeah. So anyway,
Speaking of expensive, they kill me for the tires, right?
okay.
Is that like are tires like, where do they rank on the adult purchases that you just hate making, but you have to make them?
Well, I've got a truck now, so I'm doing something different. I just went and picked up 2 to get me through the winter because I'm gonna buy me some all-terrains in the summer or in the spring.
Nikki, what's your number one adult purchase that you hate doing that you have to do that just says like, okay, because I saw a meme that said like my parents like what adult thing didn't your parents prepare you for? And like I said, like tires, I my dad never really, I never heard about them going to change tires. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just surprise.
I usually just find out when I take it in for like an oil change, and they're like, "Hey, you need a couple front tires." Like they could scam me if they want, but I trust the people.
Yeah, right.
At the Big O, I live out there. I still go to Shepherdville. Like they know me. I trust them, and they'll come out. Hey, man, you know, like my brakes, for instance. I need some brakes. Well, not quite yet, but he was like, I mean, he's like, we can go ahead and do your back brakes. He's like, you probably got a few more months if you would want to wait. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then sometimes I'm like, just go ahead and do them. Yeah, like I trust them though with that. So that's kind of how I figure it out. Like, you probably need tires.
Tires are a deceptive one because there's like, routine maintenance and everything, but that's one that just hits you and it's expensive. No, I mean, like if you have a good place, like, my family used to go to, I've used Big O before, had a great experience.
You just walk by your car and look down like, oh my God.
My family's like place
the issue
was
with
like,
Nick's car is his tires.
I was going to say parking fines is the one that, because I still think those are BS, but you have to pay them. They will get their money eventually.
Fines is adult. That's such a city. That's a city in you.
I hate paying them, but you got to pay them. You got to pay them. It is what it is.
Do you have to pay the campus police?
That's a
campus police. I don't know. I got away with it for like an obscenely long amount of time.
No,
but
you didn't.
Well, no, I did, and then I didn't. I was.
No, you didn't get away with it.
Well, ultimately, I got caught, but I had a good run. I was like, catch me if you can. You know what I'm saying? I got away with it for a while, and then then they got me about 5 times. But anyway, no, tires are a deceptive one though. But I kind of hit a lot of potholes, or just have bad luck, or whatever, or maybe I'm just a terrible driver. I don't know. But I kind of have been lucky enough or unlucky enough to kind of offset that one major gut punch of like $600, getting all the tires.
Yeah.
Because I break it up into flat tires like throughout like 3 years.
Right.
I'll knock out a tire every other, month. So
fair enough.
But,
I was like that. I was looking at the little bill and it was like, the TPS charge and I'm like, what is that?
Yeah. Tires aren't terrible. I got the truck and I've got a nice tire on there, not one of the highest ends, but a nice one. It's not the lowest end either. And it was like
Big Red K
470 was for 2. But now the all-terrain ones I'm getting are like 14. But you know what you're getting into. but I'm lifting it up a little bit. So.
Oh Jesus! Look, don't leave that part out.
Yeah, I'm lifting it up a little.
You getting the bougie tires, man? That's the
I'm
Nordy C.
bringing the truck up a little bit.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
It's a truck.
Why not?
Have you got your rear view camera yet?
No. That'd be a good Christmas present, though. You want to?
Listen. I was looking at them in Walmart. I was looking at them, but you needed one more.
I'm not quite worth $100.
Listen, no. You need a better quality than Walmart had.
I know. I just need one, man. That like, because when I back up, it's like it would just be easier.
And you can never go back though.
No,
you do know that.
No, I've had
in
the
that's right.
the Corolla and stuff. Like we had the backup camera, and it was like, oh, it was awesome. Like I forgot. I never even looked backwards.
Right.
Yeah.
I listened to the sonar. Just
yeah. Adult thing I was never prepped for was health insurance.
Oh my God, no, definitely that one because I got spoiled. You know, I mean, I was on my parents at 25, but I had double coverage because I had the great stuff at UPS. So basically, I could sometimes I just fall down a flight of stairs and be like, I'm covered. Ha. But then once I left UPS and once I wasn't 25 anymore.
No, you don't, nothing happens when you're covered.
Well, see, my wife,
of course.
Yeah, your
That's
luck
the point.
is good.
Here's what I've learned too. My wife, when she took this travel job, right? We no longer had the insurance through the work. So it was like, okay, now you've got to go get your own insurance. And like, man, we were looking at the premiums and we were like, what? It's like, no, I'll just take my chance. But it's like, you can't do that. You know, it's like,
listen, my dad would always remind me, y'all better be glad I'm in the military.
Yeah.
So I'll say he prepared.
Yeah.
He reasonably prepared us for that.
That's fair enough.
Who we got, Nikki?
We have Big Red K.
Big Red K, fire away.
Hey guys,
what's going on?
I just wanted to say, I think one of the biggest problems with U of L football is experience, and Satterfield's trying to build a program. You can remember when UK with Stoops, God, they hated Stoops, and they were trying to get rid of their fans. Were talking about him like a dog, and they couldn't get rid of him because of his buyout. And now he's built a program, and he's the best thing that ever happened. Same thing with their basketball team. They have all these great recruits. They've won one championship, but yet you look at the NBA Finals, there's 2 or 3 UK alumni that are playing on practically every team. So it's the experience, and I feel like Satterfield's doing it right. He's trying to build a program, and it takes time. And some of those other guys that were in there talking, about how much we score. 2 of our best coaches at U of L were Howard Snellenberger and John L. Smith. John L. Smith's motto was first one to 43 wins. So, it's just a matter. If you can't get 5-star recruits and you have to get them in there, pump them up, give them some experience, that team that we're showing last year, it was turnovers. We're not turning the ball over, but we don't know how to finish a game off. And that's just inexperience. And I feel like Satterfield is on the right track, but he needs just more time.
Listen, I appreciate the call.
Yeah, that's fair. I would slow with the comparison to Stoops. I mean, like they won 4 or 5 games last year. Like they played 5 home games, one of the easiest schedules they've ever played in their history. Like, let's slow down. And they're a 23 point dog tomorrow. Like, hang on now. It was like, wasn't it last year? What did they win? 4 regular season games or something? Yeah,
ish.
Yeah, they've had 2 seasons.
Are you trying to poison us?
Yeah, that was terrible. I should have used my skin tech.
Are you literally trying?
I know.
Is there something I don't know?
What'd you do? Did you fart in there?
I
wish. I wish I did.
There's.
Ooh, the Terra grapplers. Ooh. Okay,
there
sir.
is a certain brand of hand sanitizer which I will not.
That's the same truck I got too.
That it's just overwhelming.
Oh,
so we're gonna take a break.
Oh, I need those.
Middays with Marcus Maven.
Fender flares. That's nice.
939.
The bill.
Are you looking for your next opportunity in the workforce? Look no further. UPS Jobs Kentucky is now hiring at upsjobsky.com. Right now, we are offering up to $18.50 an hour. You may even be eligible for a program that helps you graduate college completely debt-free and could also include a $325 a month living allowance paid directly to you. Follow us at UPS Jobs Kentucky and apply today at upsjobsky.com.
Just because summer is behind us doesn't mean there aren't some really hot days ahead. So if your AC isn't ready for these hot fall days, then call DFH Company today at 968-6222. Right now from DFH Company, when you buy a qualifying Trane HVAC system, receive 18-month special financing. It's hard to stop a train, so call DFH 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
Play a low ball in. It's hit through by Del Piccolo, and it's there. Louisville City scores in the 12th minute.
Hey, it's Jeff Greer. Lou City is back in action tomorrow as the boys in purple hit the road to take on the Indy 11. Join Casey Whitfield and me starting at 6:45 for pregame coverage, followed by the game broadcast just past 7 o'clock. It's all right here on 93.9 The Ville and the ESPN Louisville app.
Time now for an ESPN Louisville Sports Center update.
Good morning. I'm Nick Valvano with the Sports Center update brought to you by U of L Health, making the impossible possible. That is the power of you. The Cards, they're in action on the hardwood Saturday at 1 p.m. in the Team 108 inter-squad scrimmage. Yesterday, Sam Williamson, he met the media. Sam, no stranger to grabbing boards, reflected on last season and when he realized, to quote Kawhi Leonard, he was a board man.
I'd say like halfway through ACC play, I realized I could, make a huge impact on the glass, whether my shot was falling or not. So I kind of locked into, creating second possessions for the team, getting in the middle of the zone, hitting mid-range jump shots, and then locking in on a defensive end.
That game tips 1 p.m. the KFC Yum Center tomorrow. On the gridiron, number 11 UK, they head to number 1 UGA. They're 21.5-point dogs against the Dogs. That'll kick off 3:30 on CBS. We'll have post-game coverage immediately as that one goes final over on ESPN 680, 105.7. On the diamond last night, heard right here on 93.9 The Ville, Will Smith and the Dodgers advanced to the NLCS, topping the Giants 2-1. Your home for the World Series and League Championship Series is right here on ESPN Louisville. Wrapping up on the pitch, NWSL Championship tickets going on sale for Lynn Family Stadium today. Racing, they'll host Orlando tomorrow. 7:30, that game will kick off at Lynn Family Stadium. Lou City, the boys in purple, head up to face the Indy 11, 7 p.m. You can hear that right here tomorrow on 93.9 The Ville and on the ESPN Louisville app. The Sports Center update is also brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Indiana's hometown sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. More Middays with Marcus Maven and Steve Rummage coming to you next. I'm Nick Valvano. This is Sports Center.
If you want the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits, go to Liquor Barn, or better yet, have Liquor Barn bring it to you. Download the Liquor Barn app, visit their website, or just call and let Liquor Barn deliver whatever it is you need to stock the bar. And if it's your birthday month, make sure you visit their website for the Pappy Birthday promotion, where you can get a chance to purchase a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle. Liquor Barn is proud to be the presenting sponsor, once again, of Ravens football on ESPN Louisville. So whether you're getting ready for the Ravens or your favorite team, have Liquor Barn bring the party to you. Liquor Barn, where Kentuckians go to celebrate life.
Here's what you missed on The Drive with Mark Ennis.
Ultimately, this is not about who's having the most fun or being the best friend. I like Brian Brown a lot. I don't know Mark Ivey at all, but I know the players respond to him quite positively. All I care about, ultimately, is that Louisville football win, and they're not. But I think the offensive side is good enough, and I think there are plenty of coaches and there are plenty of more successful programs even than Louisville, where one half of the ball isn't getting it done. I mean, Kirby Smart's gone through offensive coordinators at Georgia.
Yeah.
We've got an elite defense and the offense isn't good enough. We got to make some changes. And Lincoln Riley's got an obscenely good offense and they can't stop anybody. And he's flipped through coordinators and Alex Grinch now.
Yeah.
Like teams do this.
The Drive, weekdays 3 to 6 on 93.9 The Ville.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold craft, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Download the ESPN Louisville app. Search ESPN Louisville for streaming, podcasts, and the latest program schedule.
David Banner.
Hey.
Through some quoted points. Start us out. Has shooting been a major
And
point
when Phil
emphasis?
comes in, just play out.
Right. Give me that one.
Absolutely. Getting to the hole and shooting threes is kind of the main emphasis on offense, towards the end of the clock. Sometimes you might have to take somebody off the dribble and, get to mid-range or whatever. But definitely three-point shooting has been an emphasis. You can see that by, the coaches bringing in shooters in the transfer portal, and then returners just being in the gym every day working on shooting, knowing that we got to take a huge step forward from last year.
Sam's energy on that one. It's like, yeah, it must be a point of emphasis. You going out and bringing them in from the transfer portal.
Yeah.
That Cross gonna sneak in Sam's minutes, ain't he?
He's gonna try.
Listen, that look, y'all. I don't quite know how to interpret this without it sounding weird, but you know how, like, when we listen to these guys and you kind of know when they're putting on, and you kind of know the reason I always said to you, Steve, Remember, I used to always tell you to get your kid to talk to you, ask him to tell you a story, right?
Yeah.
And I've always said
and it
this.
works. Yeah, I have done that.
Listen, people, let me just remind you, this is Mayday's moment. You know, midday Marcus Maven, Mayday's moment, parental moment. Ask your kids to tell you a story. Don't ask them, what'd you do at school today? What'd you do? You know, no. Ask your children to tell you a story. And then they're going to give you the, oh, no. And you say, no, we're going to sit here until you tell me a story.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, listen, you want to go play your game? That's fine. You're going to tell me a story. They'll buck a little bit, but eventually it'll be more trouble for them not to tell you a story. They will, and then they will bring up a story. Your so-and-so got in trouble today because he was slapping this girl's butt, you know, or just something like that. Like that, you know. So you're like, okay, so that's what's going on. That's what came to your mind. That's what's going on in your life. You're at that stage. You can learn so much about your kid's lifestyle without prying it out of them. You know, what do they want to talk about? What do they want to get off their chest? Like, what's has their attention? What's sticking in their brains? When he talked about shooting, yeah, coach brought some transfers in. It's like, Sam, tell me a story.
Yeah,
coach brought in through the transfer portal. He brought in a lot of shooters. So yeah, I guess there is an emphasis on shooting.
It's Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Sam, and did you hear him say? Yeah, and even the returning guys been doing a lot more shooting. It's like, yeah, I bet y'all are.
Yeah.
So let's go.
That's true though.
So
it's good.
That's what I hear when I hear Sam talk about that one.
I need it though.
Yeah,
I need it.
This is what we're so excited about depth. And when people say, "Oh, there's too many people," no, it's not too many people. It's competition. People grow or get run over.
Yeah,
2
years past.
Coach
Pegues is a bright basketball mind. Brings a lot of energy, and he's going to demand excellence from everybody on the court, whether he's being the head coach or the assistant coach. But no, we're excited. You know, these first 6 games, you know, obviously with Coach Mack being out, we have, you know, the utmost trust and respect for Coach Pegues and the other coaches to step up when Coach Mack is out.
And just to tag on to that, what about your game are you most excited about this year that you've improved, or that, you know, areas that you really want to kind of break out?
I think defensively. I mean, I feel so much, you know, better on that side of the ball than I did 2 years ago. I feel like I can make a huge impact on that side of the ball that I haven't in years past.
Steve, you're saying that because you know that's going to get you put on the bench.
Yeah.
Man, my defense is really stepped up. Yeah. He's putting that out there because you and I laughed about it. You're not going to be on this floor if you can't keep your guy out of it.
Absolutely not.
So there's that part. The other thing I heard, Coach Pegues is a great basketball mind. I'm like, son, how you know? If I'm Coach Pegues, tell me again how you know I got a great basketball mind.
Tell me all the great minds you've been around.
Get on the line, young punk. Don't talk about my basketball mind. You are unqualified to talk about basketball minds in here. Sorry, son. But yeah. Sam knows the defense is going to be important. I do enjoy that.
I know.
Like I enjoy all this, or like I said, I hate it for the kids and the parents.
Yeah, right.
You know, just I know the pressure. I know the anxiety. I know, you know, the limits, you know, the all the whirlwind that their minds are going through. But the elder in me, it's like, yeah, feels uncomfortable, doesn't it? Yeah, that's what happens when you get a deep team. You're like, yeah, coaches start talking to you a little different.
Yeah.
They start, you know, they used to, Sam, it's okay, keep it up. Now it's Matt, Sam. That's a substitution, y'all.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't calling Matt and Sam over to him.
Yeah, no.
He went, Matt, Sam.
Get Sam, yes.
Period. That it gets uncomfortable really, really quick.
Mm-hmm.
And you know it as soon. Listen, and in practice now, they're not taking a break either. Because listen, you remember when you talked about the Ross McMains drills where one guy's held back?
Yeah.
And you got to catch up.
The full court.
I would imagine right now when they're making substitutions, we're not stopping the ball to make a substitution. You give up a drive like that, you might as well just stay on the baseline.
Mm-hmm.
Get in there, Matt. JJ, in there now.
Mm-hmm. Well, you've heard Coach Mack say it. He said, I've never had 14 scholarship players before. So, of course, 13 now with Mike James. But it's like, yeah, I mean, listen, I'm talking my 13th dude is Gabe and Roosevelt, or Sydney,
You're comfortable putting them on a basketball floor.
Which probably is the only big issue that I may have with the team is what I just said. Kind of didn't even realize I said it, but I do is your last three are probably your backup centers. We need one of them to step up. One of them have to come up and be
a legitimate, a legitimate force. Team meshing.
I think we've came together really well since June. Off the court, it clicked almost immediately. And then on the court, just began clicking more and more every time we touch the floor. Every time we get out there, just build more chemistry with each other. Knowing where we want the ball, what spots on the floor we want the ball, and stuff like that.
I'm not in the mood for team meshing right now. I need competition. I need violence. I don't want kumbayas right now.
Yeah.
Hit four.
It's been great. I've been, very fortunate to play with a lot of good guards in my time here at Louisville. And every year, my freshman year, my sophomore year, and then again this year, we have a completely new backcourt. 4 guards are out, and then 4 more guards are in, 5 guards, I should say. And, it's obviously been an adjustment, but I think it's getting better and better. And like I said, sometimes it just takes some time to, get comfortable playing with somebody on the court. Playing with the point guard, knowing where you want the ball and stuff like that. But we got a great, couple of point guards from Jared West, Mason Faulkner, L. Ellis, and Noah Locke at the shooting guard, and they're going to do a lot of good things for us this year.
Colin Faulkner, a point guard, you better be careful.
Yeah.
Sam, I hear you. Mm-hmm. This ain't going to be a bunch of dudes battling for the one.
No.
Just so you know.
No, I'm sure he would play, 3 of those together. Like, I'm sure I could see Mason, Jared and Elle playing together.
Right.
Or Noah.
Right.
Noah, Jared, and Elle, or whatever, any combo of the 4.
Yeah, I'm just in the mood to make it uncomfortable. Hit the 5. What else intrigues him about this offense?
One thing I'm interested to see that I think our bigs are going to make a lot of plays in short roll coverages against teams who, play aggressively on ball screens. One of our emphasis is to hit our big in the short roll, and he can make a play near the high post. I think that'll be interesting to see because I think we got some big men are very capable of making the right reads in there, whether it be a drive to the basket, a kick out for a 3, or kind of a touch finish in front of the rim. I think that's something that we're going to be seeing a lot more of in years past. And like I said, just like the interchangeableness, if that's a word, I don't know, but like playing multiple positions on the perimeter, not just going to the same spot every time. It's going to be a lot less predictable for defenses to guard that. And then like everybody come off a ball screen in past years, only the 1s and 2s, sometimes even just the 1 were able to come off ball screens. And then on the perimeter, we didn't shoot the ball good enough last year, and guys are just getting the paint, impact the paint a little bit too much. So now that we got shooters, a lot of different guys can come off of ball screens at any point. I just think it's going to be a lot harder to predict.
I will say I saw a little bit, was able to see a little bit of play in the last week. And one thing I do agree with is I agree and somewhat disagree. But he's obviously watched much more than I have, the 5-10 minutes I've got to. They were off the pick and roll. That pass is coming immediately. Like it's coming immediately off the pick, immediately right there at the free throw line. So it's not pick and roll to the basket. It's almost picking not pick and pop, but it's right in the middle.
So no alley-oops.
Well, that's more in transit. But guys, the one thing I've noticed about their alley-oops, a lot of them are coming off the low baseline. Yeah, I'm like, baseline? I've never played sports before. Is coming a short corner. God, that's what I was trying to think. Yeah, it's coming out of the short corner where a dude's right there, and then somebody comes short corner, and you just kind of flip it up.
Y'all better be ready.
But my problem was the one or two I saw were to Sidney Curry. He does not know what to do with it at the free throw line.
No, I've seen him. I've seen him attack.
Sorry, but yeah, the one, the one or two I saw, I was like,
he's not an attacker with the ball in his hand.
Of course, didn't know that was also the scheme until I heard Sam yesterday. So it was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But I'm like, wait, I'm watching it. Go, wait, what are you doing? Yeah,
so he's gonna have to get better at making decisions,
or just
get it under the basket, son. He's gonna be one of those.
Yeah, or just move him along.
Get him under the basket. Clear out some space.
All right, it's 11:50. What are we doing? You want to do one more? Phil Baker's here.
We'll do the last short one.
Okay.
When he knew he was a board man.
Okay.
Take it away.
I'd say like halfway through ACC play, I realized I could, make a huge impact on the glass, whether my shot was falling or not. So I kind of locked in creating second possessions for the team, getting in the middle of the zone, hitting mid-range jump shots, and then locking in on defensive end.
I hate it when coaches told me that, Steve.
Yeah.
And you got to be a mature young man. Marcus, if you concentrate on anything but scoring, it's going to help your scoring. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm not going to get recruited. I'm going to lead this game with 23 points and 8 rebounds, and everyone's like, yeah, big deal. It's Clarksville. No, I need 48. It's the only way these schools are coming to Clarksville. To see me, Sean Marion, Trenton Hassel, the only way we're getting out of this place is if we score buckets. Of course, he goes on to be the Matrix. All defensive.
You want